What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we have a brand new champion to talk about. Her name is Searsha the Charred. She's part of a brand new program called the Plarium Points Program, and they're inexplicably tied together. You're not going to be able to get this champion right here unless you actually complete the first stage of the rewards program, and we'll go over that whole program in a minute, because at first I was wondering just exactly how it works, and I think it's a far more clear now than it was before. So she's a brand new legendary champion. She's part of the Sylvan Watchers faction. She's a Force Affinity support champion, and her attacks are attack-based. So she's HP burn, as you can already see, and she looks absolutely amazing as usual. Raid does an amazing job with the character creation. Just love her kit, and I love the way she looks here. Let's talk about this program for a second before we go over her kit, and let's talk about just exactly how you get her in the game. So here's the program here, and I would say that basically the way this program works is every time you buy something within the game, every $10 you spend, you're going to get 50 points. And then you'll be able to earn points as well over time through various in-game activities and other stuff. So it's not like it's completely pay to win or pay to get, but it is definitely geared towards spending players. Now, in the United States of America, we have gas stations that have rewards programs. We have grocery stores that have rewards programs. It makes sense where I'm from. There's a lot of businesses in this world that are fighting for your attention, whether it's your viewership or your dollar. And in these businesses, it makes sense to be competitive. And to be competitive, it means give you an incentive or at least a reward for actually spending your money there. We have lots of places that have rewards programs. I used to have a ton of these little cards you used to scam when you go places. So this makes sense to me. I can see just exactly what they're talking about here. This champion, right now, let's go over the fact that this champion can be bought for $500. That's about the extent of what she costs. If you look here, we have Plarium Points packs, limit 2 per week. These are $50. You get 2,500 points plus the additional 250 points down here. And if you were to buy these every single week, for 5 weeks, you would have your champion, Searsha the Charred. We can go to debate whether she's worth it or not. I don't think really any character in the game, personally speaking, this is just me speaking, you can have your own opinion regarding this matter, but I don't think any champion in the game is worth $500. I think that's actually insane. I think games aren't worth $500, to be honest. So, when it comes to that amount of money, that's not something I'm willing to spend. Get this champion, regardless of what this champion is. It could be God, basically, tier champion that's going to go smite everybody with the smiting hand of God, and I still wouldn't pay that amount of money for that champion. That's kind of ridiculous. But, that's kind of how this game is. I mean, we're already spending money for champions. We're not even guaranteed to get them. Like a Georgia the Breaker, for example, around Christmas. How much money were people spending to get a Georgia the Breaker? Nonetheless, to say a +1, 2, +3, +4. You know what I'm saying? So, those champions aren't even guaranteed. You weren't guaranteed to get a Georgia the Breaker if you spent $500. Not even close. So, that's kind of how this game is and how mobile games are in general. We got a lot of very, very spendy things in here. But this champion can be bought. That's most definitely an easy way to do it right there. Probably the easiest way to do it. And I would say that, for the average person, your free-to-play players, people playing the game just, more or less normally, you're going to climb up this little ladder here slowly but surely and get yourself a couple rewards. So it's not entirely just only for spenders. So I'm sure over time you'll collect a couple rewards here, but this is definitely a rewards program geared towards spenders. Now the second tier here, we get artifacts and accessories, and then the third tier we get the champion souls. So she can be brought up to a 4-star blessing right here with champion souls. That is requiring at least that to be spent ×3. So, you're looking at $1,500 there minimum. Kind of unless you feel like waiting, and there's definitely some ways to get some points in the game. We have some points here just from the daily login, and there's points in other places as well. So it's not just completely tied to spending money, but it is most definitely geared towards spenders. Now, let's go over the kit real quick. Got Conflagrate. Actually, before we go over the kit, there are most definitely a lot of champions in the game that kind of have the same kit and or possibly a better kit, and she's not the only one available. She is the only one available for the Sylvan Watchers currently, and that's kind of how I view her, is I'll probably get her eventually, and when I do, she's going to be someone in my faction wars probably that'll probably make the faction wars run a little bit faster or better, but definitely not someone I need for Hydra, definitely not someone I need to, push stages in the game, Doom Tower, hard stuff, like, nah, nothing like that. And if you have other HP burn champions, you're already good to go, you're already set. So you got like a Walking Tomb Drench, for example, has a very similar kit. Sissshhhh Flame Tongue, who I just randomly pulled. Check this out. I just randomly pulled right now with a 10 ancient summons. I just pulled 10. I got let me show you real quick. I got 150 saved up. I just pulled 10 randomly and bam, because I had 160. And what do you know? I got me a Sissshhhh Flame Tongue. So it happens. It happens. There's definitely some other champions in the game that can do some similar stuff, if not better. Now, her kit, Conflagrate, the A1, attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of increasing the duration of any HP burn debuffs on the target by 1 turn. Each hit also has a 50% chance of decreasing the duration of a random buff on the target by 1 turn. Very cool kit right there. I like that a lot. Literally the same exact thing that Sissshhhh Flame Tongue does on her A1, except for the second condition with the buffs, which is very good. I like it a lot. It works very well in the Hydra, so you're able to continually keep the HP burns on while they're ticking off, to make sure, like when you got that poison cloud on the Hydras, and like you don't want that thing, like your HP burns to go off while poison clouds up, because you won't be able to land them again unless you have somebody who places it, like Walking Tomb Drench, or a very nice champion who does this is Mordecai. So Force Fire on the A2 attacks all enemies, has an 80% chance of placing HP burn debuff for 2 turns. And that goes up to 100% chance when booked up. Like I said before, you got Walking Tomb Drench and Mordecai that place it, so they do that better, in my opinion. Blazing Panic, and that doesn't go down, by the way. That's a 4-turn cooldown, and that stays at a 4-turn cooldown. And same thing for the A3 here, Blazing Panic. It's 6 turns, 2 turns, cooldown, booked, but it only goes down to 4. So it's a 4-turn cooldown for the A2 and A3, which is very interesting, to be honest. So Blazing Panic attacks all enemies, decreases the turn meters of all enemies by 15%, decreases turn meters of enemies under HP burn debuffs by an extra 15%. And to be honest, I prefer someone like Sissshhhh, because what she does is she drops the weaken, the decreased defense, and she activates the HP burns as well on an AoE. And then she has the HP burn. If she places it on everybody in the A3, she gets an extra turn, which rolls into the A2 that puts the decreased defense in the weaken. So like Sissshhhh outclasses Sirsha here big time, in my opinion. At least my opinion, anyways. And she's been available for a long time already. So we got Stoked passive. Whenever this champion is attacked by an enemy under HP burn debuff, heals this champion by 25% of the damage received. To be honest, that sounds great, but is it necessary? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Probably makes her a little bit more, tankier for the Hydra or something. Keep her a little bit, alive better. But the bottom part also has a 15% chance to instantly activate any HP burn debuffs in the attacker. That part is very nice. That part is very nice. I like that part a lot. But 15% is really not a lot of percentage chance to get that to activate. So it is a low percentage, but it definitely counts. It is definitely a very nice passive there. Although it could be bumped up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and check her out in the game. So we have, looks like she has moderately decent HP, 19,000. Attack is kind of low, but she is a support champion, so that makes sense. 1,000 attack. And then defense at 1,300 is pretty decent, which is, for an attack-based champion anyways. But that's, it's decent because she's support-based. So being support, high HP, high defense, low attack, or kind of mid-attack. Nah, that's low. That's low. Speed 100 is kind of mid. Definitely could be higher, but definitely could be slower. So kind of mid, maybe on the slower end of mid. Then you got resistance 30, accuracy 20. So she does have some base accuracy. It's better than Geo, right? So she looks very nice, man. Looks amazing. We don't have anybody in the game that has her yet. I love the burnt curled toes here. She looks very cool. Looks very cool. So good luck to those who get her. And if you have a spot for her on a team, like a Hydra team or something, let me show you what my Guardian ring is looking like here for the demon spawns. I don't need an HP burner, to be honest. But if you need one for your Hydra team or something, she looks like she could be very good for that. So good luck getting her. And if you're like me, I'm probably just gonna, skip the program as far as like trying to push to get her. And if I happen to get her eventually one day, that's gonna be pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to that. But I think she's gonna be a Faction Wars faction guardian for me when it comes to the Sylvan Watchers faction. Like I don't have a lot of places where I actually need her. You got those champions, like I said, that place the HP burns. Although she probably could be a pretty cool champion to put with like Sissya. Like say if you had like a team, I don't know, in the future maybe I want to try a team where you can actually like increase the HP burns and then decrease them, like with Ninja and Walking Tomb Dringe or something like that. It's like Sissya, Sirsha, Ninja, Walking Tomb Dringe, like Chronim. That could be a pretty fucking fire team, and no pun intended. I don't know, man. I want to try that. So, look forward in the future to getting her and trying her out. But, at the same time, I know there's a lot of other champions in this game that can definitely do what she does and maybe do it better. All right, final thoughts on Searsha the Charred. Very cool looking champion. I love adding new champions to, say, like a new faction like the Sylvan Watchers here. She's probably going to have better multipliers than someone like Sissya Flametongue, considering she's new, and at the same time, her kit seems to be a little bit weaker than some other champions in the game. So I'm expecting some high multipliers. I'll check those out later. I do think the rewards program is Plarium's attempt to start to be competitive, at least in the rewards program space, is regarding games. I'm not sure exactly what other games are mobile. I don't play a whole lot of mobile games, to be honest. What other mobile games are out there which have rewards programs? But I think comparing apples to apples, now they're in that market where they didn't offer rewards before, and now they do. So I think that's a good thing for everyone. I think that's a good thing for consumers. What I do think is this champion could be better. And if this champion were better, like say, like the new Fusion or like a Duchess or a Rhodos or a Georgia the Breaker, that it would give a whole lot more incentive for you to want to spend to get her. And that would kind of, again, make it more pay to win, break the game type scenario. So the fact that she's not overpowered like one of those champions, to me, seems to be a good thing. So I do like that. I do like seeing the reward program added to the game. I do think, eventually players will start to get some of these rewards. It seems like it's about like 5 days per earning enough, just from the login rewards, earning enough coins that would equal about $10 worth of spending. So it's not like it's going to take you forever to get something. You will get something eventually. You just probably won't, get the final rewards anytime soon. We're talking a long, long time. I'm not even going to do the math on that. But that's it. That's my final thoughts. That's it for this video. Hope you guys had a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys take it easy. Peace.